Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On About Bar podcast. Of course, your host, Christopher Menning. This is the first songcast I think we've done. Great to have the two boys here. Really, it's such a pleasure. For the guys watching on YouTube, the second episode now. Gentlemen, how are you both doing? There's a lot to talk about. You've bought a bottle of wine, which I'm very happy about too. Guillaume, we'll start with you. What's been new? What's been going on?
Everything is actually very nice at the moment. I mean, we're supposed to be on the low season if we speak about business. Mm-hmm. Yet things are still very, very busy. I'm very happy to be with you today, guys. Long friends and people that I'm very happy to have a drink with, but also to try this new experience.
Fantastic.
So, all good, all good. We live in Thailand, so what else could it be?
Good. And how about yourself, man? How's life?
Yeah,
how's it all going?
Pretty okay. I won't say like on the super upper side of life.
We can get
sort of situation I'm in, but everything is a part of this. Great. I'm having a great time. Thank you for inviting me. I think this is the first time doing this, so if I get a little bit nervous, I'm gonna probably drink more.
Well, I was going to say, should we start pouring the wine? Now, firstly, I want to say, I've known you guys for quite a while. We've been drinking partners for quite a while as well. But honestly, I really love the Som community in Bangkok. I think it's quite the small community, you have the sort of the girl group, which is sort of Nuch from Anatar and all those girls. And then you have you guys as well. Obviously, having worked in the wine industry for quite a long time, I'd love to hear about your background, your history, and about why Bangkok is such a great place right now for F&B.
Sure, but first, we should cheers.
Absolutely, yes. Cheers. So
cheers. We keep you the big cup.
I've got the special cup. Thank you, guys. Cheers. So what are we drinking today?
It's actually one of the winery we are exclusively importing in a Thai market. It's Fratelli Alessandria.
Okay.
My Thai colleague, my Italian colleague will say something a bit different, but with my French accent, it is what it is. It's a beautiful winery from Piedmont, actually, in Italy. This one is a new cuvée we start to import that I've never tried, actually.
Okay.
We had a lunch before in one of our restaurants, which is La Casa Nostra, and we just grab a bottle takeaway. The sommelier, Andrea, actually a good friend of us, suggested us to try this cuvée.
It's pretty fucking good.
It is actually pretty fucking good.
It's super nice, man. It's quite crunchy, super.
Barbera Nebbiolo.
Very much on the warm side of this one. Huh?
Yeah, I like that word crunchy. I hear that quite a lot. This like terminology.
Yeah.
It's a new crunchy trend.
It's true. It's quite a new trend to kind of.
Yeah, it's new slang, isn't it? Like
you can hear it a lot, but then it tends to say more about the kind of you have like a freshness of the fruit inside the wine. For me, there's like a crunchy fruit sign.
Yeah.
But this one in particular, super warm, very nice, a little bit even jammy on the notes.
Yeah, you are in the Leng area, so it's something very, very light, very easygoing. Yet you still have the Barbera Nebbiolo character in the wine, so it's quite nice.
So Guillaume, obviously you work for the wine merchant for how long now? About 4 years?
4 years, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
the wine merchant.
Alongside that, you also write for me for Gastronomy Lifestyle. You're our monthly wine writer, which we really, really love. You've had some fantastic guests on as well. Tell us about that, how that got started. Obviously, we discussed it, but we started online, then we went to print. But tell me about that journey and some of the people you've had on.
I mean, myself, I arrived in Thailand 7 years ago. Before I was between Paris and London. I think two big cities for the gastronomy life, I would say. Bangkok, I arrived, 7 years ago. I started in a Michelin restaurant for 1 year. Moved to another wine supplier for 3 years, and now 4 years for the wine merchant as a brand ambassador. So in charge of, let's say, the relation with the winery, keeping our team informed, also the sales on the hotel and restaurant side. And what I love the most, organizing all the dinner with the people visiting us. To be honest, it was a connection, but also some luck. Spoke with the right person at the right time. My boss, Kunaman and Kudnan, actually gave me a beautiful chance 4 years back, and I think now we're all happy to be where we are. This company have improved, let's say, had a very big evolution in the last 4 years, because we were mainly focusing on retail when COVID happened. So where our concurrents had to move from wholesale to retail, we were already established there. So it was just one way to go up. And now we try to focus also, of course, with a few restaurants and hotel in Bangkok. For us, it's very important to have a good partnership, of course, for visibility, event, and all those things. And to go back on your second part, yourself, we met around a few drinks, and ideas came out from it. It was thank you for giving me the opportunity to join your wine article, which, as you said, started online.
But it's not mine, it's yours. You really kind of owned it, you know? You've done great with it, so...
Yeah, I love it. I mean, of course, it's very important because it's nice to write about it for my own knowledge. It takes me a lot of time to read about it, to find the information that probably I would not get if I don't do it.
Yeah.
It's also a good way to bring people in, keep relation, have a good visibility. It's some fun. And yeah, as you said, I mean, last March, we started the writing version. So it's also nice to see it, to have it in a hand.
It's a bit difficult not to start writing about, you know, I find it so easy to talk about wine to a person, but like put it in writing it down.
Yeah, I have a secret to tell. It's like my article is very nice, but Mika, the writer of the magazine, makes it better.
Okay.
Yeah, my French English become more English when she's involved.
I knew something was involved because when I read his
It's not as bad as he
article,
thinks, it's okay. But
but when I read his article and when I know him, like, okay, what happened? You know,
The thing is, like, when you love wine, like, you can go like too far and you never stop. And so it's nice that she retract everything and keep it.
maybe a little bit more simple approach.
yeah, we do have to shout out to Mika. She's a fantastic editor-in-chief. She really is. But no, I mean, I really like it, man. It doesn't need much editing. I really like your... Because when you first started, I remember I said, put more emotion into it, put more of your journey, right?
Yeah.
And I really love how you've kind of developed that further. The recent issue we did was the plant issue, right?
I'm sorry?
The plant issue is the next one we've done?
Yeah. No, but it's nice because for me, our industry is relation. Relation is very important.
Yeah.
People say business is business, but in our industry, business is relation. And next month, we will have actually a very nice guest, which is Laurent from Opus One. So very, very big
cool.
person.
Yeah.
Well, but it doesn't matter. For me, he's an amazing person, an amazing human being. And as much as all the people I had before.
Okay.
No, maybe you would be the next one.
I was going to say, when's Morgan joining? And what are you up to these days, man? I know you're probably on a bit of a sabbatical, I guess we can say.
I'm on chill mode.
Chill mode, cool.
Super chill.
You look super chill, I got to say. You do.
Yeah, well, no, to be honest, like, I've been working for 2 years for Blue by Andrew Cast, and so it's pretty hard work, as you can imagine.
Definitely.
It was a great time there. Really trying to push as much, especially the last year, to try to get 2 stars. So hopefully, crossing fingers for them that they will get it. Because to be honest, Giovanni, the GM that's joining in February, which is now a good friend of mine, is really installed a lot of new things. I know in the kitchen they've been working hard, especially with Valentin there, really pushing every single day. Mm-hmm. So they're doing quite well, I have to say.
Okay.
So now that I'm out of them and finally can breathe, because it was 2 years.
High pressure, right?
Yeah, it was.
Fine dining scene is very...
Fine dining scene, working with certain people are not easy to work with. I'm not saying that I'm easy to work with. I've got my own personality too, which I do understand. But let's say it was a very political place to be in terms of management style, which I've never been in that in my past workplaces. So
as soon as you have corporates involved,
well, no, but
it becomes very...
I worked with corporates before in hotels and things, and that place, I have to say, was is particular.
It's interesting. Why do you think it was? Where did that come from?
From the what?
The sort of politicalness of it all.
Well, because certain people know how to place key people that they know in key places, which makes it...
more difficult for others.
Well, yeah, it doesn't make it impartial, to put it this way.
Okay, yeah.
So it's then it becomes less fun.
But to freedom.
So with this newfound freedom, what do you plan to do? You're going to take some time off?
So I'm taking a few months off.
Yeah, good. You're in Thailand, the best place to do that, right?
Exactly. So now I'm just thinking about what's going to be my next move.
Okay.
I got a few leads, and I'm also thinking about maybe opening my own place, which I've already have a concept in place.
Okay.
I've got all the ideas in the right place, but I think now it's more about looking at location is definitely something that I'm looking into now.
In Bangkok?
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
Definitely be in Bangkok. Location and some investment a little bit. I have my own investment already planned in, but I would need somebody to, join in.
How much can you, well, this is great. You're into potential shareholders. Yeah.
Investors out there for a lovely wine bar / cocktail and few French tapas will be in.
So this is what we're going for, though. French sort of tapas
for like
style.
wine bar. Something, if I would open my own wine bar, like let's say ideally, nothing on the natural side. Sorry for natural and
Okay.
wine lovers.
Because that tends to be the way now, right?
It's a trend. It's a trend.
It's a trend.
If you look at the market, it's a very good trend. You can see like beautiful wineries. If you go on that topic, is a bit personal because everybody have a different vision. But I think it's still a very very low percentage of what is wine and what people drinking today.
Okay.
You have to consider like Thailand is a good example today. For example, the alcohol consumption in Thailand, wine is 1%. So natural wine would be 0.000. It's still very 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 low. But yeah, I mean it's okay. Everybody have a different.
That's a crazy number. 1% of alcohol consumption is what?
You have to consider people. Wine is still considered as it's a luxury or prestigious, but it's becoming more and more. The taxation, everything makes it the cost shipping, everything makes it a bit difficult.
Wow.
But first of all, it's a beer and whiskey country. So it takes a time to change the culture, or maybe not change, but bring something new.
Yeah.
Step by step, it's getting there.
I thought it was 1%.
Yeah, that's mad. That's a mad statistic. Yeah. But then it's also like spirit.
Maybe a bit more, but
then it makes sense. In a way, it makes sense.
Yeah, but spirit consumption is very similar because spirit consumption in Thailand is actually 90% locally made stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
but it's because of Sangsum Regency. But I always say as well, Bangkok and Thailand are very different entities, right?
Of course.
Yeah, but if you compare like how many people drinks beer, like we are the first one to order Singa or whatever, without pointing at brands, but any beer you go at 7-Eleven.
There was no sponsorship from Singa there.
But you know what I mean, it's something very
for sure. But actually talking to you guys, because there are some amazing French restaurants here. Quite a few have just opened recently. Where would you recommend? I mean, we've been to a couple, right? What was the one we went to? La Bouchon?
Oh, Le Boucheron, yeah, very
That's
nice. Very
really good
institution.
And
it used to be in Patpong, the first location, so it was maybe like 40 years. Serge, the owner, has been there for forever.
It's a very traditional place.
And it's always for the French people, which is a good sign, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No, my shout out is to Frank.
Yeah.
Frank, one of my very good friends here. He opened IOD.
Oh, yeah.
Phnom Penh.
Very, very trendy.
Okay, I've seen all the good things.
Going there tonight, by the way, just to let you know. It's not broadcast live or whatever.
Yeah, we need to go as well, right?
Super good.
Yeah.
Wow, I had recently been there. I had one of the best dishes I had in my life.
Wow.
And he done this amazing tuna belly. So he gets his 42 kilo of tuna that he chop, he makes himself, and then he use all the parts in different dish. So he's got his own little menu with just different parts of the tuna that he makes differently. Wow. The tuna belly, oloroso. This was an oloroso sherry sauce with it and shallot. Blew my mind. It was amazing.
Yeah, today is probably the best offer in terms of French, let's say modern traditional
French
mixed style. Yeah, it's very, very, very good.
If you speak with him, he's not going to tell you it's French cuisine. He would tell you, it's my cuisine, it's my food. So it's
I like that.
doing his own thing. And then this is something that I really like.
I stopped by there like 2 weeks ago, and I just had like the tarama and some shrimp, and I'm very happy also with that. So you can have like a bit of everything. I stopped 1 hour, I had a glass of wine, and so it's a very
it's quite casual as well. You can just go.
It's very casual,
But the scene is moving a lot in Bangkok. Like French restaurants, you have many. Depends also on the price you can pay, on what you expect on the night. You have traditional, you have modern. Franck is doing something very, very unique. That's why maybe he's so successful. And I think it's a good choice for him. He also the right location. Everything is perfect there.
Yeah, I mean, that's key, isn't it? There's so many players in Bangkok now, but I think location is really, really important.
It's very important.
Yeah.
I think, I think yes and no. I think, if your concept is really well made, or your marketing behind, or whatever idea or DNA you want to put in, I think people will come. People will. It's a destination, right? You will go there.
Yeah.
Because if you look where is Frank? Is it a good location? Why? There's no MRT next to it. It's in Yanakat. It's a little bit lost. So, but the good thing, and it's something I realized, if you really want to get a full scope market, parking space.
Yeah, parking.
Hey, that's true. Yeah.
So important.
Because you have to drive everywhere in Bangkok, right? You can't walk.
Well, if you look at expats, not so much because they don't drive cars or very rarely. But if you're looking at more the local Thai community that you want to get, and one of the most important profile I would say that you want to get in your restaurant, they all drive cars.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, of course. And even
don't
if
take taxis.
and even if they don't drive, it's always nice to know that the car is next parked with the driver. It's
Yeah.
easier to think that.
Exactly.
And most houses have multiple cars as well. There's just
Yeah, of course.
so much traffic right now in Bangkok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we got late. Sorry about that.
So how long have you been in Bangkok for now, man? About the same as us, like 5 years or?
Yeah, 4 years and a half.
4 years and a half,
I think I came in 2018. Yeah, 2018, right before COVID hit.
What brought you here?
Huh?
What was it work
the
or?
Liboire Hotel. The opening of Chef Table with Vincent Thierry brought me here. I was in Monaco before that as the head som of Koya in Monaco.
Nice.
And yeah, it was super cool. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing time, a little bit more festive, less fine dining, really nice and grooving there. And then when I got contacted by the Liboire, I kind of was like, why not? But the perception of Bangkok at the time before I arrived was definitely not the one I had when I arrived.
Really?
Oh man, completely not.
Yeah.
I love it. Like I'm super happy to be in Bangkok.
Yeah.
And being in Thailand. I love the culture. I love the people. The whole F&B scene, the French community as well is quite strong and it's really nice. We have great friends that
it's very vibrant.
Super welcoming. So that's what brought me here.
I think it's I think Bangkok's still very different to what most people presume it to be. So when they come, they really are quite shocked, you know. Oh, thank you. No worries, guys.
See, I'm losing my skills already.
I've got a hold of my glass, that's why. But no, it's true. And I think Bangkok is there's so many different levels, right? If you want to go party and, Khao San Road and do the backpacker thing, you can.
Yeah.
You want to do fine dining, there's, 2 Michelin stars. We've got 36 Michelin stars now, I think, in Bangkok.
Thanks for letting us know.
It's in the whole country now,
Yeah. So, it's incredible. There's just so many different levels to appreciate. But, where do you guys normally hang out these days in terms of bars, for instance? What's been your top level?
Of course, we have wine bars and most of the time in our properties. So,
so the wine merchant actually has quite a few.
For me, outside the fact that I'm working for this company, I think they have the best offer and best location in terms of wine bar because you will pay a wholesale price in a retail area and also very comfortable. But otherwise, I like a lot going to Yod.
Modgao, I like a lot.
Modgao is very nice.
I like the new place.
New location is very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Café des Stagiaires a lot.
Okay, yeah.
But this is my go-to place. But Alex, one of my good friends and also a partner there. But it's just they have a really nice terrace, so you can just chill outside. Great cocktails, great food. So it's really nice to just chill. So Café and Bardo.
Yeah, Bardo.
Arthur's restaurant is great place as well, just to hang out and chill.
This area I've like.
Now you're right, right? Yeah.
Man, it's crazy.
Arthur actually he just moved back. He was at Oro, the manager for a while, and then moved back to his own property. And of course,
that's right. Yeah.
Always good to see him. I was there tonight to go to much Negroni, but they are good. So
it was super nice.
Yeah. Cool. So, what's going on with the wine industry right now? What's new in Bangkok? What's exciting? Because I know we talked about natural wines, and that's sort of the trend. Is there anything else going on?
Bisou is a great place.
Cool, yeah.
Regarding wines,
okay.
Theo, the partner also and sommelier there, did a fantastic job with his wine list, which I see that he put over 200 references. But it's super nice. I think now in it, I feel like the wine is opening up greatly in Bangkok, and but the most important, and which is our job in a way as SOMs and people from the wine, to make it understand to people that wine is a fun thing.
Okay, yeah.
It's no need to be so serious about it.
Do you think there was a stigma before? It's like, you said about like the premiumization. Was it a stigma of, only for fine dining people and only for that level? And
in fine dining, people see it as something like it can be scary.
Okay.
And I would put myself as any person that doesn't know about wine, right?
Yeah.
And you give him a list with 200 bottles on it, you don't know anything, right?
Right, yeah.
Only that it's expensive.
It's intimidating. You don't want, and then when we come in as some the wicked guest that looks at us like, "Are you're here to rip me off?"
Right, yeah.
They're scared of that. But actually, like I'm super passionate about wine. I love what I do, but we are here to guide you and to guide the people towards the best wine. And to be honest, I never look at the price. I don't care. I'm not here to get your money. At the end, the money goes to the company. So you want to make profit. You're happy to do so. But your main focus is, I want you to enjoy the wine.
Yeah, and at the end, if you idolize the customer, you will come back and spend again, and it was more than one-time sell. But
So for people who don't know about wine, say those customers, what type of thing do you normally point them to? Like how do you sort of...
The main thing you ask, it's what do you like? And when people don't know, you have to find it out by yourself, by asking questions.
Like investigation, like...
Yeah, it is a personal job at the end. You have to, you need to be, social with people. You need to be able to talk with them. And the wine scene has changed a lot for many reasons. First of all, COVID changed everything. I think this wholesale retail things was break down because when wholesale was not existing anymore during COVID, every supplier had to turn back to retail. So people also understood that they were paying much more than they could pay.
Yeah.
And this put the price but very down. I think my company did also a good job in that part. Like Aman, I'm sorry I have to say it, but he was the first one who bring champagne below 2,000 baht in Thailand.
Which is crazy actually, because
which is crazy.
Yeah,
and now it's increasing again because of the demand or because of the lack of production or whatever. But the things change a lot during COVID, and also the fact that China and Hong Kong was closed. Many people of the industry moved back to Singapore or Bangkok, and it helped a lot the visibility. So many things change, and I think people are not stupid, when they understand that they are paying way too much than what they should. The trust and the choice are very fast than very different than what it used to be.
I gotta say, the thing is, it is, when I arrived in Thailand, I was shocked by the prices of the wine, right? And I come from Monaco, which we are aiming at elites, all billionaires and millionaires coming in, spending ridiculous money on wine. And then I came here, I remember going to so I started my first day at the Libois, right?
Right.
And I was selling Dom Perignon in Monaco at 550 euros, which is roughly in Thai baht, was it about 15,000?
Okay.
15K?
Find out maybe.
I said 20.
20?
I'm going to try.
20,000?
I say 20, you say 15.
Okay.
So it's 550 euros?
550 euros, yeah? That was the price of a Dom Perignon in Monaco.
Yep. So that would have been 21,000 baht.
21,000 baht.
Okay,
and now, you're right here, I remember I started the Libois, I opened the wine list.
Wait, that was
50,000 baht.
That was a bottle for 21,000?
Yeah, that's bottle of
in France.
In France.
Okay, yeah.
He's 50K.
50.
So for me, this was like, wow. Like, how do you want me to sell anything to European guests? Because you come in. And like you said, the consumers are not stupid anymore. They see the prices.
It's hard as well, because when I used to do a consultancy agency back in the day with Kieran, actually, before COVID, we used to have people approach us, say, we want to launch in Thailand. They have like a spirit, a wine or whatever. You're like, sure, what price do you want to come in as? And you're like, yeah, it's not going to get to that price. And you do the value chain for them. You show them the taxes and the excise. And it always blows their mind, because there's so much.
Taxes, importation taxes is ridiculous.
I think wine's 300% in total.
Yeah, but you also have to consider that it's a country where you always have to make deal. So like supplier, between depending on friendship, they will give you 50%, 60%, which doesn't make sense. We don't do that. Like if you give that much discount, it means at the beginning you already have a crazy margin. Because you don't do business for charity. You will not give 60% discount to lose money. No, if you give 60% and you still win on top of that, it means your margin was crazy. And this is something which was real for many suppliers, unfortunately. And on top of that, you have the hotel who will do like 2 or 3, I don't know, depending on the pricing. So of course, when they start to buy wholesale directly from supplier and realize the difference of price,
they go to
people
the restaurants.
Crazy. And now that's why also it's a big trend to bring their own bottle, because if you have to go to a hotel, you buy this bottle 1.5 and they sell it for you 7,000 in a hotel. You rather pay 1,000 baht pocket fee.
You see in France and in Europe. Nobody brings their own bottle in France.
Yeah, because you don't want this taxation, cost shipping.
It's rude. You do this in France, they look at you.
You
don't do it. Yeah, but after the prices are affordable, like it makes sense.
But then I go to a restaurant to experience new wines, right? And I can't do it if I bring my own bottle. So I want the sommelier to challenge my expectations, show me something I don't know. So
this is totally true. I mean, ourselves, we work with many boutique wineries, so our location can be very small, depending if you get 1, 2, or 3 times a year. So that's how we're gonna deal, because we are very strong in retail, but wholesale. Horeca, hotel and restaurant are very important for us. And people ask us like, how do you deal with it? If you have a shop and you want to sell me the same wine for the same price, I say we work differently. We will have some items that we know you like, we will allocate for you. Like we always try to do this kind of deal. Communication is very important, but as we said, to go back, for example, we just receive Rayas. We import Rayas exclusively, indirect, no open market, which is very, very rare item. And I know few places that loves it, that wants it, so we give them priority. We also have private customer, of course, to fulfill the wish to try this wine.
Okay.
But now we have, like today, I have 4 or 5 wine bar in Bangkok, which have Rayas, and you can go there and try Rayas, which speak about Domaine des Tours, Château Celante, like the whole range. So it depends also on what you want to do. If you just want to sell to make money, or if you want also to build partnership and bring new activities.
I mean, talking about bringing your own bottle as well, corkage fees, like what's a reasonable price you think? Because we got charged the other day, I won't say where, but it's 1,500 baht.
Yeah, that's
for a
what I
bottle.
used to charge in my restaurant.
Okay, so that's pretty.
That's
what you
standard.
think?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well, it's either that, or normally you match it to the price of a house wine. But
Yeah, which I
price of
think
your house bar,
is pretty fair.
but a lot of them will tell you can buy one and get your free corkage. So basically, you can
Okay.
have a bottle of red, you buy a bottle of white.
Yeah, which is fair.
That's pretty fair. I like that. Yeah.
That's the way you should be.
Okay.
But
The
you
point
know,
is
it's a matter of people ask you to pay 1,000 baht for what? Just for opening a bottle, so you don't want it. But
Yeah.
if you pay for a bottle and open one, you don't think that you give away money for free. It's just psychological at the end. But yeah, it's still fair at some point to pay for a corkage. But in Thailand, to be honest, corkage is just to slow you down a little bit so you don't bring 20 bottles, but you rarely pay for it.
Yeah.
And me, I totally agree with the fact that open one, bring one, it is very
But
fair.
the problem is, I had guests that booked private dining rooms, right? And they came in with like 8 bottles of wine,
Wow. Okay.
8 to 10.
Right.
How many people?
Oh yeah, that's
For like 6, you know, like it was about
I mean,
even plus. No,
if it was 6 of us, then
like big wine,
Fair.
big wine guys that
Right.
they love trying different things. So everybody brings a bottle, and then of course at this moment it becomes difficult to say, okay, I'll buy a bottle, but then, well, otherwise what happens is that they will buy a very expensive bottle at 20K or something like that, and then we will kind of waive the whole
okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think that's how
After
it works.
once
So
more, it's a relation.
it's a case by case situation most
sure.
of the time, especially with your regulars.
In terms of wine, I mean, it'd be interesting to hear what you're drinking right now. So obviously we're drinking this fantastic wine now. I can't pronounce it. Sorry, my French is terrible.
Fratelli Alessandria.
Okay. What is it?
Fratelli Alessandria.
I'm not going to try and pronounce that. But what else are you drinking right now? What's quite exciting? Any producers you want to recommend?
From my side, as I said, it depends on the allocation. We have wines we receive once a year, so it's always
Okay.
when my boss send a new list of product coming, it's always like Christmas. We look like, oh yes, this is coming. So now at the moment, we have Domaine Joblo in Côte Chalonnaise, which is very beautiful. We have once a year. Champagne, of course. Champagne is a very, very big trend at the moment. Yeah, big up to Henri Giraud.
Oh, nice.
I'm
Okay.
a super big fan of Henri Giraud. I love every single cuvée that they pull out.
I did, yeah.
But I would have not wear the
Stéphane,
t-shirt tonight, but yeah, but
I do like the bottle design. I've got to say, it's a nice bottle design.
it's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I like the argon. Oh my god.
Stéphane, we need to get him one t-shirt.
Give me one t-shirt, please, that I can wear my day off.
No, it's good.
I love every day.
But champagne's
Champagne's
pretty popular, right? Yeah, yeah.
Crazy trend. It's of course it's beautiful. So there is a good reason behind. But yeah, now we receive in Jackson. That just
Have you tried Telmont yet?
Yes, this is.
no, I haven't tried
Okay, we need to
your
thank you.
champagne yet.
I need to bring Telmont, so for sure, it's in the market.
We don't
Who's
have
listening?
tonight. You don't bring.
No, I
today?
couldn't, guys. Sorry, it's I didn't have allocation for this.
Champagne, the success of champagne is very crazy at the moment.
But I actually went there recently. I went to Champagne Telmont in I think March, I guess it was.
Yeah.
Oh man, being in Champagne is amazing.
It's beautiful.
Such a beautiful place. It really is. Going through the vineyards and seeing it all, and
And they love the food. They love they are very welcoming.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
matter who is there, the owner will put his boots and will go in the field.
yeah.
No, it's amazing.
But Telmont was in. Sorry to plug it as well, but anyway, these in the vineyards.
Branding rule.
Oh yeah, exactly. in the vineyard, you can see as well because they're pretty much organic now, nearly 100% by 2025, I think. But the ground, you can see the soil's alive.
Yeah, of course.
Compared to other vineyards, you can see it's completely different.
Feel like this organic
For sure.
soil and
Absolutely, yeah.
in such ways. Yeah.
So that's a big thing. Are you seeing more people doing that now in the wine community, or?
Yeah, but sustainability or organic and biodynamics, it depends on the legislation, depends on the country. If you go to Loire, they all doing this mainly.
By on Bordeaux, you can't almost.
But for example, okay, I will not put name on countries, but there is some countries that organic will allow them to use pesticide that you would never be able to use in France. So sometimes organic or biodynamic doesn't. Okay, biodynamic is different meaning, but organic will not mean as much as you think it means. And I think it's very important. That's what is natural wine about.
Sorry.
Natural wine about. There is some natural wine which are exceptional. Like for example, La Ferme de la Sansonnière, Marc Angéli, he used to be a woodmaker. He's in Loire. This guy is respecting the soil since forever. And he has, of course, all those titles, but it's not the matter. He's still an exceptional winemaker. So I think for me, the most important is always to know the winemaker and the way they treat the soil and make the wine. This is a basic, no matter the title they have on it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm seeing a lot in particularly Champagne region, a lot of people saying they're organic, but not really doing the actual...
But, it's a trend. Like organic was nice because they start to use copper. And then when they start to use copper, it's like now we use too much copper. So now they're changing to... It's like every year there is something new to change against the organic. So once more, if you go to wineries, when you visit them, most of them, they tell you, at the end, we don't care. We do our own way, which is to respect the soil because the soil brings us the success of a fruit and then the product at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
But Loire Valley always been pretty.
Loire Valley is exceptional.
Pioneer
I do love
organic
wines from Loire Valley, for sure.
Yeah, the moment the last super great Loire Valley wine I tried was François Cottard.
Yes, that's very good. I know that one.
Amazing.
Probably the only wine I know that you've said. But no, I do know that.
Him and his brother also, Pascal Cottard, they're both. They're using the same plots, but doing the wines a little bit differently. But this is it's mind blowing. It's a mind blowing Sauvignon Blanc, a little bit.
It's very
I
good.
feel like following a little bit Dagenot style, to like.
Same precision,
sort of precision, but to really showcase the terroir. Sometimes unfiltered, sometimes filtered, organic.
And he was in Thailand recently, wasn't he? Or last year? Or?
Yes, someone imported it. Yeah, but no, he didn't come. But they import.
I swear he was
not directly.
Wasn't he? No, he was in Samui, no?
This I don't know.
Yes, I think so.
Maybe you know him more than us.
I just drink his.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I was in. I just remember vividly. I was in Phuket at Catch Beach Club, I think it was, and then just drinking the bottle. And someone told me he was in. That's how I drink. Like, no judgment.
So Cottard. Let's go.
Anyway, but yeah, fantastic wine. It really is.
Loire is exceptional. It's first of all, it's beautiful wine, but also to visit. The region is just incredible.
I've never been, but
you have the biggest number of castles in France, like in this chateau. How do you call it?
Castle.
Yeah, castle. Castle. And it's beautiful. You can take a kayak. Well, I don't do that, but you can do it from Cheneaux to all the long of the river. Also, I spoke about it in one of our articles. It was a region, they used to carve house in the limestone. So basically now, of course, they don't live in this anymore, but people used to live before inside the soil, and now they use it to age the wine. So if you go from, let's say, Chinon to Saumur, all the cellars are natural cellars below underground, and it's just incredible to visit, and people don't even know about it.
So it must keep it really cool, right?
Yeah, it's super cool. Yeah, like I was there in last 2 years ago. It was like 30 something degrees outside. And you go inside, you need a jacket. Like, okay, I'm pushing it a little bit, but still, snow falling.
Sure. So, guys, I mean, there are a lot of people listening around the world. We've actually listened to in 76 countries now, 25,000 listeners, I think. So, a lot of people actually look to this for advice for where to go in Bangkok. So, maybe I can ask you off the cusp, your top 5 recommendations for maybe restaurants, fine dining, also street food. And also bars to visit. So maybe, Guillaume, your first 5?
It doesn't matter. We don't speak about only French.
So
anything.
It can be all random, fine dinings, bars, and...
Yeah, say someone had one weekend here in Bangkok. Where would you recommend them to go?
Okay, it depends because this scene is moving a lot. So I will speak about what I like at the moment and what I had the chance to try lately. But of course, it's something depending on the time. But okay, for sure. We spoke already about Yod, which is a very nice place that just came out. Italian restaurant, like Casa Nostra. It's a very, very wine cellar with Italian food. I will go also Modka, of course, we talk about it.
good one,
Alpea and Maison du Nom are two places that are very respective, very different. You have the fine dining Maison du Nom and Alpea, which is a bistro opened by Chef Arnaud, who used to be the first one to bring 2 stars to Le Normandie Monumental. So I think it's a place to try. It's different. It's a bit mountain with seafood style because it's from the Savoie, the Alps in France.
Looks like a chalet in Spain.
Yeah, it looks like.
It's all made of wood. It's beautiful. It's really
Definitely a place to try. All this area in Celante 12 is very interesting. In terms of restaurant, more on the fine dining side, I have to give a big up to Mia Restaurant, which is for me one of the best place, which is underrated.
It is. Top and Michelle are beautiful people.
They are amazing. The food is incredible. They are very passionate. To be honest, it's the only little annoyment I have with the Michelin guide. Is like for me, they deserve a star more than many others. And
if I can jump on that subject, I want to shout out to Clara, to Christian from Clara.
Sure, yeah.
Because he didn't get a star yet, and he 100% deserves.
No Italian got a star.
I was with an Italian yesterday who's still moaning about this, but it's very true. It's crazy.
It's crazy. And Christian and Clara, they put so much hard work every day.
We went together last time, right?
Yeah, I had a chance to go a few times, but yeah, we've been together. I also did a few events there. Actually, I did a Paul Roger champagne dinner with my previous company.
Okay, yeah.
I did a Chateau Guiraud, which is a sweet wine with Sandrine Garbet, which is a new general manager for this chateau and used to be the chief winemaker of Chateau d'Yquem for 27 years. So this place has a lot of potential. Me, personally, I love it. So I want to really push people to try it. It's a fine dining approach, of course. Hopefully this year they will get a star. Otherwise, a new, more let's say, fancy style or fine dining, Suring is just exceptional. I had the chance to try it lately. And just wow, for 2 star, it deserves it. It's very, very good.
Right.
Also, so basically, you don't let me anything to say else.
Well, I was going to say, I think I've gone past 5.
he went through all the top places I was now at in mind.
Okay, one more. It's I've been to Brasserie 9 lately with Chef Hervé Frera.
I saw your photos. They look pretty good.
It was exceptional, and I didn't go there for maybe 4 or 5 years.
And you went to it before?
No, I didn't go for the disco event. But definitely a place to try now. Very traditional, very classic, but perfectly executed. Yeah, so.
Okay. Morgan, what about you?
Please.
Yeah, sure. After telling good places.
What's that? Sure, like
no. To be honest, if I had a few days and when my friends come in, definitely there's a place in Chinatown called Nai Ek Roll. I'm not sure if I'm saying that properly, but which is the best kway teow mou krop you can get. So
best what?
So it's basically a soup with crispy pork belly.
Nice. Okay, this is cool.
Wow,
yeah.
Like this is my go-to place. I go there at least once a week.
Really? That good?
Yeah, because it's super nice and it's super street food-ish. You just come in, you sit down, you eat your
subtitle when about the name.
Yeah, that's what we got.
I can add it, you know. So that's the place I tend to bring because, you know, if you come to Thailand, you come for
got to try the street food stuff. Yeah,
definitely that's one of them that I would bring the people to. Obviously to cheer, like I said, cafe, but a mention to Ojo at the Mahanakhon. You know, if you come in Thailand,
good experience.
You go there, it's Mexican, but like Mexican not fine dining, but it's really well calibrated. The food, the chef, the work that he makes there is great, and then the view. You know, the view is just amazing. Great. So if you're coming for a few weeks,
you are on an 80th floor of the
it's a beautiful design
of Bangkok.
And then you go on the rooftop, you go have a drink there. So that's definitely worth it. So of course, we mentioned Yod. Suring, I totally agree with you.
Suring
was great.
And I had the chance to do a wine dinner there, and they calibrated, like the pairing was made following the wine.
You know, I've never eaten a Suring. To some point,
so it's of course it's a budget. It's not cheap, but it's too much. Also, obviously, you have to.
But I think it's worth the money. But I just never had time.
Yeah,
and
I know the guys well.
Incredible. It's a 2 Michelin star, and they do 50 cover per lunch, 50 cover per dinner.
They're busy. Huh?
I've never seen a place 2 Michelin star doing that many and keeping standard that high.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
But then there's 2 places I really want to try. Is Potong.
Oh, you never been to Potong?
Yeah, no.
We've been together actually.
I really want to try, and then there's Bang Tepa, which are my 2 Thai restaurants I really, really want to try. So.
Yeah, I've actually got to say both of my favorite restaurants.
Really?
Bang Tepa.
Oh yeah,
probably. We went to both of them together. we eat together a lot. But Banter Bar was
Next time.
Banter Bar was exceptional actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
that's
was.
fire.
There was nothing bad to say about that actually.
No, it
was like-
Time is doing a great job.
Yeah, because sometimes you go to a meal and it's like, okay, this dish was like hit and miss. This was okay. This was really good. Banter Bar was like everything.
Okay.
So
yeah, it's
Nice.
very very nice.
Then regarding bars, if you look at it, Smalls on
classic. Yeah, it's like a
which
legacy.
store is it? Swan Plu.
Swan Blue. Yeah.
bar. Yeah.
Swan Plu Smalls is a place to go. Industry night every Monday night, by the way. So they did
David's
one.
done amazing. Yeah, yeah.
Amazing. And then you can eat those beautiful Vietnamese sandwich. Like, how do they call
Banh mi.
Banh mi.
banh mi? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Until 1 a.m.
good egg,
So
yeah.
for us as industry people,
Yeah.
work, pretty late. It's great to go. Also, Eat Me. We went there. I went there recently. The
good.
last order is 1 a.m. or midnight.
really?
Yeah.
You mean?
Man,
Oh, I didn't know.
Eat Me is 1 or 12:30 or midnight 30. So those are good places for industry people or late night drinks. And then definitely for a casual dining, I have to shout out to Gigi because I found that Gigi Dining Hall and Eatery, it's great value. You have really good food. It's super nice atmosphere. The decor and interior design is amazing.
Actually, yeah, if you want to share about one good evening, I have to start with you start at the Wine Machine Sukhumvit, you go to Gigi for dinner,
This guy.
go to Iron Balls for a drink, and end up at Sing Sing, and you have a good night.
This is your complete night.
I gotta say though, it's true. Those guys have got monopoly on that little road. It's so good.
Super cool
Yeah,
because
it is cool.
It's, it's an all-in-one. Like you go for dinner at Gigi.
Yep.
You go for Iron Mo for an after dinner drink, and then you end up at Sing Sing
Perfect.
completely wasted. You just end up at Sing Sing,
But Sing Sing's good, like good music,
Home, huh?
really good music.
and then you go.
What? Oh,
No, it's great. It's good music. It's and the vibe there is super cool.
Actually, one bar I tried not so long ago, my girlfriend bring me there. Actually, it's a Tep Bar, TEP.
Oh yeah.
Very
True.
Thai
Live
live music.
yeah.
it was.
a bit odd sometimes.
It's incredible. Me, I loved it.
Oh, you liked it? Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I arrived there pretty wasted. So the music,
That might be why.
the ambience.
I was feeling everything. I was like, wow, so do
I've been there after 1 week later, and it was the same vibe.
Okay,
very
yeah.
nice,
But
very-
that street, which is called Nana
Yeah.
Street,
It's Nana, soy Nana, not the soy Nana that
which is not
some
the
people.
Nana.
I think that.
Nana Plaza.
Yeah,
But
there's
if
two.
you're coming into Thailand, go for Nana Plaza.
Hey, I gotta say though, did you hear the statistics?
I bring her there.
But well, fair enough.
Shout out to my girlfriend Ice. She's great. But to be honest, we went.
Did you know that the statistic they've had 1 million people
Yeah, I
visit
saw the post.
What, this year?
so far.
1
million people visit. So
1 million
that-
views.
that-
Not
people.
We're curious.
But it is the biggest. I think it's the biggest sex playground in the world. That's what they classify themselves
What do
as.
you mean,
X Playground.
Sex playgrounds. Yeah, that's what they.
dance.
Is that how you
Dance. What,
Dance.
I mean,
X Playground?
that's what they call it. Yeah.
I've missed a place or two then.
I mean, it's not. It's,
For me, I
it's,
just
it's
see
very,
girls and
you know,
say,
just, you know. what I'll say is good choreography in a lot of these places, you know.
Oh yeah,
But 1 million people, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a lot.
it's a big business. Huh?
It is.
I mean,
yeah.
Thailand is quite. Let's say now that the F&B is expanding and exploding at the minute, I feel like because all the new places opening like Pastel, Bisou, Yod, all those places are really bringing up the F&B. But at the end, a lot of tourists are coming from a little bit that.
Do you think it needs to slow down?
No.
No, it's cool.
Because it's weird
going.
because there are still people, right? That's the crazy thing. These new openings.
What
still
is
people-
1 million out of the, I don't know, I mean, millions of tourists
Yeah.
came every year.
If you look at it, I think at one point it was about only
It sounds a big
300,000
number,
people
but-
coming through the airport per week or
True.
something. I mean, it's crazy.
But do you think we're like because in Bangkok it's very hard to start a business, right? Restaurant or a bar. And if you don't have a good concept, it's going to die pretty fast, right? But
You need the right connection.
do you think? Because now it seems to be like every week is a new restaurant, new bar. It's like just
the scene is changing.
blah
a
blah
lot.
blah. You know, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
but I don't think it should slow down. I think the more
You think this is
competition
good?
there is, the
Yeah.
more restaurant there is. I mean, you
Okay.
take London, for example. I mean, I lived there for 10 years.
Yeah.
It's an amazing city to be in. But you look at it, competition make you work harder.
Yeah, definitely.
True.
know?
Good.
What
yeah.
what brings people is this little bit, and this is what I miss a little bit compared to Bangkok as a sum, right?
Right.
Is the competition that you sort of have with between the other restaurants, and there was so many sommeliers in London, so many very good sommeliers,
Yeah.
and then everybody is wine fairs, a lot of things, and then I'm saying.
And London is an insane scene.
Yeah, but
you did there as well, right?
Yeah, I did 4 years there.
Yeah,
2 years there, sorry. And yeah, it was just incredible.
Yeah, I never lived there.
I think it's a
I don't
good
think I
place
did.
to stop there.
Yeah, but what like
But your English is different.
when I love like, as much as I love London, I would not go back and live there again.
Yeah,
I'm staying.
I mean,
Most of the people that go there, Italian or Spanish or French, we go to learn the language.
right.
So, and then after you see how it's incredible, how you can improve in your
Well, I mean,
in this industry at least.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't talk
yeah.
for the others, but,
but
yeah,
for me,
when I was like, wow, what is the city? You know,
The cost of living is crazy though.
But this is, but
Yeah.
London taught me almost everything, and I want to say, it's in London that I found passion in wine. So also another cliche that I want to stop. Right, it's not because I'm French that I know wines from since I'm born. Okay,
Not all French people.
no,
you drink it in
Sommelier, it's like
drinking since we're very young. Okay, fair enough. Like I know when I was a kid, I had a recipe my grandfather used to make for me. For me to like wine from a very young age, when I had strawberries, he would put sugar and red wine, and I would eat strawberries with red wine and sugar.
how old were you?
Like 7, 8.
Okay, right.
No, but to
Yeah.
get your palate used to it, and my grandfather gave me that. So maybe it's because of him I had a passion for wine.
a footy wine today.
Exactly.
Bring back memories.
But to go back, like London, I feel for a lot of people from hospitality,
Yeah.
we all kind of been there at some point.
Yeah, it's a place to stop by.
And to be honest, we found Andrea Bricarello, which was the head sommelier of Galvin La Chapelle, who took me under his wing when I was 20 and taught me, give me the passion about wine, because at first, I was a chef de rang like anyone else, and I had this guy coming over and talking about wine, like how it tastes like, dry plums, super concentrated tannins, and this and that. I would just be looking at this guy like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, seriously.
And now you're sort of you're understanding all.
He took me in, and it's like, I can see that you're getting bored in what you do. Why don't you come as a commis sommelier and learn about wine? And he was challenging me every week, like, okay, tomorrow come back and give me all the cru of Chablis. Tomorrow give me all this and that.
Yeah.
And then he developed this passion into wine that I have today, and because of him.
But I think it's a language, right? You have to learn the language, but it's also there's the narrative for sure, but it's also describing wine as a personality. You know what I mean? Like you have to use this poetic language to really get people to understand what wine is.
Yeah, no, definitely. And also, you speak about memories. Wine is memories.
For sure.
The first Bordeaux you tried, the first wine you drank. So I have a question actually. When was the first time you guys got drunk? Do you remember the time you were drunk for the first time as a teenager or child or whatever?
Yeah.
I think I was 14. I remember.
Yeah, I think I was as well. So I used to. I think it was in a pub. So in England, everyone goes to pubs all the time. And I was probably about 14 with my friend. And I think
Took a Guinness by mistake and
no, yeah, it was fine. But I remember,
What is that?
I remember the first alcohol which I just couldn't drink for a very long time. That was like dark rum.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
stupidly as kids, we'd seen who can do the most gulps.
Yeah.
I won at 21 gulps and projectile vomited straight after. Couldn't drink rum for like 10 years after that.
Yeah,
So, you know what I mean? We all had one spirit like that, yeah.
Spirit like that.
Luckily, I drink much more sensibly now.
It was
And-
vodka.
Okay. Me vodka every time.
No, for the mistake part.
but when was the first time you remember?
Actually, it's fun because it's a friend of my family who used to bring me to skiing for the first time, to the French Riviera. His name is Charles Belay, an amazing person. And I was skiing with him, and in France, you have the restaurant in the middle of the piste in
You stop the chalet.
skiing area, and where we were eating and they were drinking cider, so cider from Normandy, where I'm from.
Yeah.
And then I started to drink cider with them. I was like, I think 12 years old or something like that. And everything was okay until you have to put back the ski.
Ouais.
And he told me the story. I don't remember the details, but he explained me, and I put back my ski and start to go straight away to the security area. And then they had to bring me down. It was my first.
Helicopter came in. Like this.
No, not helicopter, but but yeah, when he told me that last year, I was like, wow.
I don't really know if I really have one souvenir or when I get really drunk for the first time, but I definitely noticeably have a Wednesday afternoon. Oh no, I do remember.
Oh.
So sorry. I was 13 years old, and my grandfather put me into school, in the boarding school. I was not a good kid when I was younger. But so he put me to boarding school. So I was staying the week, and I managed to get a Wednesday afternoon. You were allowed to go outside the school. Otherwise, the whole week you were school and then to the rooms.
Sure.
And I remember because it was a lot of other kids that were not necessarily sensibly good too. So we decided on Wednesday afternoon to go out.
All his friends.
And there was like older kids, right? So me, I was 13, but it went up until 16 years old, right? And we went out, and I remember it was in Nice. So we go to the beach. The guys, they went to buy. In France, they don't look at your ID. They don't care. Like they don't look at IDs. They just sell you alcohol. So we went there and we buy.
And now it's a bit different.
Maybe now it's different, but back in early 2000, it wasn't. And then I remember, we just went to the casino place, where casino is a brand.
Okay, yeah.
Supermarket, sorry.
Not an actual.
No, actual.
I was gonna say 14-year-olds in a casino play like.
It's a brand. It's a brand of supermarket in French called Casino. And so we went to buy, and I remember we went to the beach, and then I got wasted, but like top-notch wasted.
Top-notch wasted.
And I got back to the school because you had to go back at nighttime.
Yeah.
And he became passionate.
That's how your love for alcohol started.
Well, yeah, the big... you should have seen the teachers when they saw me coming back in.
Next Wednesday, you're there again.
I got a big warning at school.
Memories, you're right. Like, I still remember. So one of the most memorable wine experiences I had was Chateau Guillaume, 1986.
Oh, yeah.
And it tasted like sticky toffee pudding. It's the only way I can describe it, but I still got that taste in my mind. It's like
sticky toffee what?
Sticky toffee pudding.
Ah, yeah, nice.
You know, it's
and belly. What belly?
No, sticky toffee pudding. It's like it was just so rich and
it is very
amazing. Yeah.
And no, memories is like when we do the article, people try to tell me, "Oh, tasting note," and I say, "I don't care about tasting note because we all have a different way of describing a wine." Okay.
Yeah.
It's important to have guidelines to follow, of course, but what's important, what I try to do in our article, is to get the memories of the people, why you drink it, why you remember this wine, why you like it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's always a family or the first memory, and it's very important.
Which is really good. I urge everyone who's listening to please go read the articles. Most of them are online now on our website. So really, you've done a great job with that, man.
Please read it because I'm wondering if anyone reads it.
I say I read it, but I don't really read it. So.
Well, so we're going to wrap up pretty soon, guys, actually. We're nearly done now. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Really, I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, it's been good.
It was cool.
So what's the plan? I've drawn one already. Yes.
Well, if we did.
We did.
We did. Yeah.
Next time we have to bring two. But
we'll shop something, huh?
So you're on sabbatical for a while?
Yeah, I'm taking some time off. I got a few holidays planned already. So I'm going to Hong Kong from the 1st to the 4th of November.
Nice.
Going to Chiang Mai for a motorbike trip at the end of the month as well.
Are you going to be driving?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
What do you mean?
That is, you're going to be driving a motorbike through Chiang Mai?
No, from Chiang Mai to Pai and come back. It's a 6 days motorbike trip.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's planned. And then, just a few things. Chill, taking time.
Okay.
I think it's good. You haven't had time off since COVID, to be fairly honest. Like a few holidays here and there, but now...
we go out to Pai, you're going to come back a hippie?
No, I think it won't happen.
He already has a part of hippie.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there's a little bit
like a show bot.
Yeah. And Guillaume, what's new for you? Are you traveling anytime soon?
No travel. I just came back from Europe, and now we're preparing the high season. We have many wineries coming, many big events. We're gonna have Chateau Margaux, Chateau Laurille Porphyre. We're just launching the new market of Germany and Austria. We have some visit also, and of course we need to allocate all the wine before the festive. So a lot of work coming, but just what we like. So it should be fun.
Good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into On the Bad Bar podcast. Once again, you can find us on Spotify, iTunes, and all other major podcast providers. Thank you to both of you guys for joining me on the show for this first songcast. I really loved it. Thank you for the wine. You guys are awesome.
Most of it.
What you're doing in Bangkok is awesome, so keep going. And stay tuned for the next episode, guys.
Thanks to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.